Dear viewers, welcome to another session of English. Okay, so for today we have minutes writing. Okay, so I have a written sample from 2021 November internal for candidates, the exam that was written by internal candidates. So look at how to write minutes. Okay, and then I'll define what minutes are step by step, and then we look at how to write minutes, how to draft, and then also the points to be taken into consideration as you are writing minutes. Okay, so let's get started. So I'll start with the definition of minutes. Okay, so what are minutes? Okay, so it's important to know the definition of minutes. Okay, so minutes are notes that are recorded during the meeting. They highlight the key issues that are discussed, motions proposed or voted on and activities to be undertaken. The minutes of a meeting are usually taken by a designated member of the group. Okay, so we have the minutes. So their task is to provide an accurate record of what transpired during the meeting. So we forge ahead. Okay, so we have features of minutes. So the minutes should have a date and time. Okay, the date and time the meeting happened. Okay, so that's one of the feature, and names of attendees as well as absent participants. So here, when you look at this part here, there should be attendees. So these are attendees. Okay, so they have to be present. Okay, so it should state the names of the people who are present on the particular meeting. Okay, and then from there also we should have acceptance of amendments made to the previous meetings minutes. Okay, so if there are anything like changes or anything to add on, anything that was added on or something that we are not correct, they have to be amended. Okay, then also discussions made regarding each item on the agenda, such as activities undertaken or agreed upon. And then next steps, outcomes of elections, motion accepted or rejected. New business date and time of the next meeting. Okay. So steps to consider when writing minutes. Okay. So there was an error here. Okay. Just pardon for that. Okay, this shouldn't be here. Okay, so there are some steps that you take when you are writing some minutes. Okay, so the first step that you take when you're writing minutes, you prepare the agenda. So before the meeting, create an agenda that outlines the topic to be discussed and the order in which they will be discussed and the order they will be addressed. So it is very important to take into consideration when you're writing minutes. You have to prepare the agenda first of all. Okay, and then also you look at taking notes. You have to take notes. So during the meeting, okay, take detailed notes on the key point discussions and the actions taken. Use shorthand or abbreviation if necessary, but make sure your notes are clear and easy to read. So this is important. Okay, and then also when you are drafting, draft and write minutes. Okay, after the meeting, write up the minutes as soon as possible while the discussion is still actively fresh. Okay, include the name of the organization, date, allocation, and the name of attendees. So you have to put into consideration, you have to add the attendees. So people who are present there, you have to add them when you're writing minutes. Okay, and then also you include the agenda. Next, include the agenda, items, and the brief summary of the discussion and the decision made on each item. Be concise and use bullet points. Record action items. So record any action items or tasks assigned during the meeting, along with the name of the person responsible and deadline for completion. Okay. and then review and distribute. Once you have completed the minutes, review them carefully for accuracy and clarity. They distribute the minutes to all attendees. Okay, so it was to be distribute the minutes to all attendees. So this shouldn't be present. Okay, so these are important steps which we have to take when you are writing minutes. Okay, so we have to take these steps into consideration. They are very important. Okay, dear viewers, when you're writing minutes, especially the grade 12s who will be writing, before you start writing minutes, you have to prepare the agenda, take notes, draft and write minutes, include the agenda, record action items, and then review and distribute. So these points are very important as you are writing minutes. Okay. Then now we go to one question. So this question is coming from 2021. So from 2021, I picked this question. Okay. So you are advised to spend about 50 minutes on this section. Okay, the debating society of your school is holding an annual general meeting, AGM. As the secretary of the society, you have taken the following notes in order for you to write the minutes. Okay, so the examiner was so generous in this actual paper. Okay, they had to put the necessary steps which are present in writing the minutes. Okay, so we have an agenda. So if we look back here, there was an agenda. So there was an agenda present. Okay, so the agenda, we have chairperson's open remarks. Okay, so this was good, whereby the examiner was directing. Okay, and then reading. Okay, reading, correction, and adoption of the previous minutes. Okay, so this is coming from this part here. If we look at the parts, so here we have to, there should be some addressing of the previous minutes. Okay, so if minutes which were addressed previously correct, then they will forge ahead. Okay, so here when you are reading, okay, minutes which were written before, they have to be read. Okay, and then correction and adoption of the previous minutes, and then the third, matters arising from the previous minutes. So matters arising, it can be suggestions or ideas or things that were raised upon, so they have to be erased. Okay, then we have new business. So new business, we have program of the year, choice of speakers, and then rules of the club, any other business. Then we have closing remarks and prayers and prayer. Okay, so we are given some notes to take into consideration. So these are some of the notes that we have to take into consideration as we are writing minutes. Okay, so the notes which were given, the chairperson thanked everyone in attendance. The chairperson welcomed everyone to the meeting, asked for volunteers to read in the singing of the national anthem and prayer. Okay, inter-class contest within the stream, term 1. No absenteeism during meetings. Secretary read in reading previous minutes. Best speaker of each contest to be chosen. Inter-grade contest, term 2. Okay, minutes proposed and seconded to be true record of what transpired in previous meeting. Society to meet every Friday afternoon. Okay, society did not go for final last year. Closing prayer by secretary at 16:35 hours. No society member to use vernacular during meetings. Contests for during different schools, term 3. So these are some of the notes that we are to use when writing the actual minutes. So here also they are the actual points, they are in continuation. Contest for different schools, term 3. Society to recruit more members. In other business, lack of funds, hindrance to many activities. Certificates for outgoing members. Members propose fundraising, ventures, spelling contest, essay writing, competition, etc. Using the agenda, okay, so this is the question. Using the agenda and the jumbled notes provided, write the minutes You are free to add your own ideas. The length of the minutes should be between 250 to 350 words. Words written beyond the limit will not be considered to be part of your composition. So we are given these actual points, okay? And then I'll try to show you exactly how to write minutes. But take into consideration, when you're writing minutes, you have to prepare the agenda. Okay, so I'll show you how to prepare the agenda. And then to take notes, to draft, include the agenda, record action items, and then review and distribute. So let's look at now the given question. So the examiner started for us, okay? The minutes have been started for you. So this is how they started. Now, also when you are writing the minutes, it's important also to take note of the title. So the title should be present. So the title should include the actual organization. So you have to include the organization. If we look at the parts, so here you have to include you include the name of the organization, the date, time allocation, and the name of the attendees. So when you are drafting the minutes here, it's important that you include the name and the name of the organization, date, time, and allocation, and the time and the name of the attendees. So this is important when you're writing minutes. So here I'll start. The minutes have been started for us. Okay, minutes on of the Debating Society annual general meeting. Okay, so AGM held in school hall on 23rd October 21 at 14 hours. So if you look at this particular title which was made, it is including the location where the meeting was held, the time, okay, and then also the name of the organization, debating on building society, okay. So the name of the organization, name, title, and so forth, everything is included. And then now we go to the first point. So we have numbers. The meeting minutes are tabulated in numbers, okay. Chairperson opening remarks. So that is the first part, okay. And then the chairperson called the meeting to order by. So this is the point of starting. So they have started for us. So I'll take you direct now to the draft which I made to show you exact step by step on how to write minutes, okay? So here is the actual title. This title was given already, okay? So I'll give out the chairperson opening remarks just like we are given from here. If you look at this part, the chairperson opening remarks, and then from there the chairperson called the meeting to order by. Okay, so this is the part which I have to show you, okay? So here I'll start. The chairperson called the meeting to order by thanking everyone, okay, in attendance for making it to the meeting, okay? So this is, I'm taking this from the points. The chairperson also welcomed everyone and he asked for volunteers to lead in singing the national anthem and prayer. So let me show you exactly where I'm taking this, okay? So here I'm taking this from the points. So if you look at the points, okay, the chairperson welcomed everyone and, okay, and the chairperson thanked everyone in attendance. The chairperson welcomed everyone and asked for volunteers to read the singing of the national anthem and prayer. So that's where I'm taking things from, okay? So I'm taking that from the actual given points, okay? And then from there we go to second, okay? There are reading, correction, and adoption of the previous minutes, okay? So this is one of the second item, okay? So in the second part we are the readings and correction of the previous minutes. So in the reading and adoption of the previous minutes, so we can state the secretary read in reading the minutes of the previous meeting, which were proposed and seconded to be true record of what transpired in the previous meeting. So this is coming from this side, this part. Okay, so we were guided. If you look at the parts here, reading and correction and adoption of the previous minutes. So that's where we are guided from. Okay, and then from there now we look at this part. Okay, and then so we go to 3 matters arising from the previous minutes. Okay, so in matters arising, there were no matters arising from the previous minutes. So if there is nothing that was arising, like for example, any suggestion or any idea or any correction, then you can say there was no matters arising from the previous minutes, okay? Yes, so we can write in that form. And then also we have new business, okay? So in new business, okay, we can state what is now coming in, what should be discussed at the moment. So in a new business, we can state the program of the year, okay? So that is a new business. So if you look at the actual formatting, the format was given, if you look at the format here, okay? So the program, the new business should have the program of the year. That's what the new business should have. So you have to follow these steps. These steps are the ones that we are following. All types of minutes, they usually have these particular steps, okay? So we have the program of the year. So let's look at the program of the year. So the program of the year, okay? So in the program of the year, we have, okay, it was agreed that inter-class contest within the stream would take place in the term, okay, in term, and the intergrade contest would take place in term 2, okay. So this was to be term 1. The society would also participate in um, contest with the 4 different schools. So here there was a repetition. Okay, so I will start from here. So the society would also participate with the 4 different schools. Okay, in term 3, the chairperson encouraged the members to accurately participate in the activities. Okay, and then we can go to 4.2. So we have choice of speakers. Okay, so choice of speakers, it was agreed that the best speaker in each contest would be chosen to represent the society. Okay, so we can now go to 4.3, rules of the club. Okay, so the rules of the club, it was noted that there should be no absenteeism during meetings, and no society member should use vernacular during meetings. Okay, then we have 5.0, any other business. Okay, so any other business is what can be added on or what can be taken off or suggestions. Okay, so in any other business section, it was noted that lack of funds was a hindrance to many activities. Members proposed fundraising ventures such as spelling contest, okay, essay writing competition, among others. It was also noted that the society did not go out for last year finals, okay, and it was agreed that so the society would recruit more, okay. Additionally, certificates were awarded to 4 outgoing members for their contribution to the society. The chairperson thanked them for their service. Okay, and then we have 6.0. So if we look at the parts, we have a closing player. If we can recall from that previous page, the first part, we are all guided. The last part should have the closing player. So the closing player, the secretary closed the meeting with the player at 17 hours. Okay? It was agreed that the society would meet every Friday, and the members were encouraged to attend all the meeting. Okay? So the meeting was adjourned at 16 hours. Okay, so please, dear viewers, we come to an end of minutes writing. Okay, please follow up the points which are within this actual presentation. So if you have any question, if you have anything like a query or anything, please, you can put your comment in the section. Okay, and then from there I'll attend on to you. So please subscribe to the channel. Okay, share the link to your friends and the other colleagues, families. Okay, and always support the channel. Okay, And then also we are offering tuitions for promotion for 2025, and then also to those who might need the lessons. So have a blessed day, okay, and thank you for watching.